Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. Thank all of you so much for your love. It is so much appreciated, and just wanted to show you too, in the aftermath of that, how much love can be brought in by all of us together in supporting each other. I do have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read here for you today. I did pull 12 cards for each sign as well. I'll show you that when I show you the board. And I'm going to get right into it. If there's time, if this read doesn't go too long, I will probably clarify the 12 card read of the signs. And just so you know, Earth signs today got the Lovers at the top. And there's some good cards. The Virgo, showing all the love that you guys sent me, the Virgo energy got the Ace of Cups today. Just showing you what you can do. The power that you have, you know, when you all send love together. Scorpio is the Four of Wands. And we'll get into that too. Taurus has the Temperance card, and the air signs are topped with the Strength card, the Leo card, but I'll show you the others when I get there. I'm going to get right into the masculine read for both the Divine Masculine and Feminines for the masculine energy on this August 7th, 2019. I want to say happy Valentine's Day to all of you guys and to my twin. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you all. The 7 is the 8 of the Strength card and the 7 of the Chariot, which can be the Ascension energy as well. It is the calm before the storm, and it's storming outside right now. It's really cool, actually. It's raining very hard. It just started as I started the video. And the Chariot's also that bold move, that powerful energy going forward, that strength to ascend. The day adds up to 27-9, which is the Ace of Wands. So very powerful day between the Chariot and New Passion. However, the Ace of Wands in the read was reversed today. And I don't see it present in the 12 signs, so we'll see what comes of that. However, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups are upright today in a very powerful way. And I'm going to get right into it. I'll tell you all the other details as we go. I definitely struggled waking up this morning. I don't know if my twin had a tough night last night, but I definitely kind of was feeling that this morning. I woke up at 9:35, which is the Hermit, and the 35 of the Wounded Warrior, the Mary Magdalene energy. And when I put down the read, the Sirian Starseed read was coming up at, my daughter just came in the door. Say hi, Jenna.
I fell.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi.
She just came in yesterday, so I get to spend some time. The Sirian Starseed deck was put down at 10:48, and I was getting for the King of Swords, Master of the House, and Master of Ceremonies. Definitely with some stress coming up around the Divine Masculine as I put down the read. The Masculine read was done at 10:53, really 52, 3, and 4, as I finished up the Divine Masculine, which would be the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So very much that swordy energy around the King of Swords. The Ascension card came up, and Starseed. Ascension is like the world, Starseed's like the Fool. And before the read was the Luna card, or the Moon, and then after the read was the Higher Self, or the High Priestess. There were 2 Wands, 2 Swords, 2 Pentacles, and 3 Cups, so perfectly aligned. The Queen of Wands was coming up as a court card, as well as the Knight of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Cups, and all of them were upright. The King of Cups was there before the read, and that was upright as well. So very powerful positivity here for the court cards involved. So again, that was Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, King of Swords, Queen of Cups, and then the King of Cups was before the read. And the Masculine's definitely coming up more in the King of Cups energy than anything else. But they can, you know, all of the cards can represent the masculine at different times during the read, as well as other people. So we'll see what comes up with that. The code line was all about happy ending, self-discipline, physical activities, adventure. And the numbers that came up around that were 66, 99, 10, 10, the sequence 8, 9, 10, begin again. 1 also came up, 69, and 2223. And then on the code line was, let's see, I haven't actually added that up yet. We had 6, 10, 1, 6, and 9. So 16, 17, 23, and 32. So it ends up to be the Journeyman, which is 32, the 6 of Wands. 9, 15, 16, 26. Yep, 32. Can be 22 too, if the 10 wasn't included. But so the Fool and actually the Journeyman were both very important in this read, so I think there's a reason for them both coming up. So 22 and 32, the Fool and the Journeyman. And the message here about the happy ending, self-discipline, physical activities, and adventure for the Divine Masculine had to do with Mother Mary coming up here. Mother Mary, the Sophia 9, the feminine collective consciousness, the Wise One of high vibration destiny, the 16 and the Tower of Flames, or in other words, the towering of Inferno. Be very afraid of Mother Mary, okay? It's all about her and the Hermit of the masculine, the Wise One. So it's referencing Mother Mary and Jesus as to the Divine Masculine and his mother, okay? So where on the one hand they can be wise and a high vibration, on the other hand they can be very scary and the towering inferno of the hermit, right, who can be scared, but also the wise one, the hermit, also the collective consciousness. And also just paralleling Mother Mary over the collective consciousness as well. So as we get into the read, it starts out and it ends up with the Queen of Wands upright. With the false light crown placed on her head, multiple arms and flames in her hands in order to control them. The wounded warrior reverse comes up, and the King of Cups with the moon. Surrendering or giving up of the King of Cups to the false light moon of the Queen of Wands. Starting over in love, rising above, third party devil waving. The Emperor's upright and the Justice is upright, and the Empress I never found actually, so I don't know if she'll pop up somewhere. What is that? Where's Waldo? Is that what it is? I keep feeling like I'm playing that game. The Empress was missing today. She's really not represented at all in the read, so that was very interesting. So that could reference the mother as well. Okay. So. Starting over in love, rising above, third-party devil, waving, which definitely the karmic could be calling the divine feminine a devil or whatever it is, and vice versa. Could be the masculine with the divine feminine calling the karmic the devil, waving. The Empress upright and the Justice upright were together here, implementing a plan. So that can be Aries and Libra energy. But also just, it could be a masculine or whoever who's the Emperor in power as far as business and that kind of thing, could be government as well. Then we have the Justice, who could be someone in the justice system who are partnered up, implementing a plan for lies, split, cutting through the BS to start a new life with separation from the Queen of Wands. Bart Simpson or the Simpsons came up. So I was just getting now, O.J. Simpson might be parallel to that there. Bart Simpson feeling kicked in the eye. Horseshoe Bay portal came up again, which is Bermuda, opening in the hedge. One big lie since the first sword was placed in the heart. So of the Three of Swords, it was coming up as the lie started when the first sword was placed, or the initial wounding. When the first sword is placed in the heart, it's the entry wound of a broken heart. The double negative equals a positive, or in other words, the entry wound compounded exponentially equals that brand new life. If you keep putting a knife in the same wound over and over, eventually you no longer can feel it. Toughening up, hardening, immune to pain by suppression. The heart dies, it can no longer feel, so therefore it must be reborn, transplanted, or given new life. Some with cardiac catheters, transplants, or near-death experiences, no arousal out in the open. So it's out in the open that either the masculine is controlling his sexual energy or that he's having dysfunctional issues in his relationship, but it's saying that it's out in the open right now. Any dysfunction, creative, sexually blocked, whatever it is, fixing curtains, and possibly someone at the airport looking out the window, a picture window of nature, not the city, home and union, full of love, 1111, home, celebration, curtains drawn for view of the city, and offering of love. Holy Communion to Holy Grail, the gold coin offering across the 4D bridge. Separation comes up, as well as codependency. Codependency first, and then the separation. Powerless openly to pain, endings, betrayal, expressing passions, a gift. A present to dysfunctional family, loss of family, money, or legacy. The divine masculine feeling powerless to the divine feminine's betrayal or vice versa, no longer wanting, like it's coming up as his betrayal to her. No longer wanting independence, and actually him wanting to express his feelings at the present. And that was 1127, the Justice and the Ace of Wands. Maybe wanting to express that in a gift of reality as opposed to fantasy, an actual profound gift, or a gift of detaching from a dysfunctional family. And as I turned the page, it was 1128, Justice and the Two of Wands, the twin flames. The flame stuck in his DNA. He can't escape that family tree. The thorn in his side, the stick in his spokes, the reason for the pearl's growth. And knockers, on her door that is. The right elbow pain goes away with your twin. Other dysfunctions as well. Your twin heals you. Red ruby slipper and matching tie is karmic trying to prove that you match. But look at her feet, her soul. What does it tell you? The two bright red apples tempting you in the basket. From the sweet old lady. What story does that remind you of? The temptress, the poison apple. Munchausen's, leaving a flame burning overnight. Bluebirds brought to your bird feeder by research on bluebirds, right? So obviously if you research what to bring them in, they'll come in. However, lovebirds are white and pure of intent, and all birds flock around the divine feminine. Presently expressing feelings to or about dysfunctional family. Individuality comes up, which is number 11, which is justice. And below that was relationship change. Or number 56, the Two of Swords, the being in your knowing. The Queen of Cups reversed, lost in messages of truth. And the Queen of Cups comes up reversed just in this underlying energy, but the rest of the read, she comes up upright. So there could be two different Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups reversed, lost in messages of truth, channeling into song, poetry, books, and a chain on her pen that does not bind. It flows gently and freely and soothes you with beauty. The messenger of truth with patience, transmuting fire into water, calming the beast instantly. However, the fire-breathing dragon with fortunate Jupiter placement is not what you are looking for. Always getting what you want is not a blessing. She does not learn true compassion. Gives for how it looks to charities or whatever, but about how it looks to the country club, the community, raising your savior profile. The manipulator of truth, or the fair maiden who is sad that you don't hear her truth. The pen, the blue ribbon, the divine masculine, write down your feelings. Yours, not the feelings of the fire-breathing dragon. If your foot is caught in the spokes, patiently hold yourself up and take the chain off your foot. That's all there is to it. The more you struggle, the tighter it gets. Free yourself, let go, and allow yourself to relax. The lobster claw is not that at all. It's two legs and the lower chakra system that makes you so snappy and clamped, clammed up, closed, shut off, stubborn, resistant to others' perspectives. Use the blue instead, the throat chakra and blue eyes, the blue ribbon, the talents, to express your feelings and not thoughts. This will help you release from the spokes. Your claw cannot hurt your twin. She knows who you are. She feels your every whim. And that was at 1154, Justice and the Page of Swords, a message. We turn the page to 1155, the Justice card and the Ace of Swords, which is also reversed in this read today. So less about the truth today and more about the lies being exposed and splits as well as cutting through the BS. So the wisdom of inversion, hanging upside down. The Queen of Wands controls you with her many different versions in order to throw you off track. She thinks you are simple-minded because she can control and manipulate you, divine masculine. She will tell you that the divine feminine is the devil because the unknown always creates fear. If you fear, your vibration drops, allowing her to control you. Mothers naturally do this. They create fear in their children to keep them under their control, instead of teaching them how to help themselves. In limbo, with the Queen of Wands, separation times 2, so this, for some, it could be the second time or even more that they've separated, but also it's showing separation from the Queen of Wands, but also separation from dysfunctional family. And then for the masculine came up individuality, number 11. That is the justice. Individuality, in, divide. You all rely on chakra system and toggle up at the Y in the road. Recently is the 10 of Swords upright. Okay, so that has to do with pain, betrayal, and endings. Could have to do with back pain and getting a massage as well. And at that point, my daughter had woken up, and at 12:07, there was a tractor across the street going north. So a tractor going north, you know, it's kind of an uphill journey there. But, you know, with heavy equipment like that, it's like the chariot, you know, you can make it. It's like the little engine that could for me right now. At 12:52 to 12:53, my daughter went into the kitchen, and after we had a conversation, she saw Daddy Longleg. And that was a message about the daddy with long legs, which was referencing a personal message for us, but I thought I'd bring that up for you guys as well. 52 is the Queen of Swords, 53 is the Knight of Swords, and then at 12:55, which is the Ace of Swords, pain, suffering, betrayal. In downturn of events, with the King of Cups, who could also be Libra, because we have the wheel next to that, unconditional love. The King of Swords is upright, and the King of Wands is upright. All the kings were upright today. The suffering twins in arousal to find happiness alone, without negative self-talk, and announcements. Coming out of the downturn, it's saying that out of negativity or out of the downturn comes unconditional love. So in the read is expressing to you just what I expressed to you at the beginning of the video, that out of my tears came an outpouring of your love. So there's always a blessing there in the negativity or the sadness. Out of the downturn comes unconditional love, an outpouring of love through a show of suffering and rising above. The foundation here is the Knight of Cups in a tidal wave of emotion. The Emperor surrenders to the grieving process. And so before I go on further, I'm going to show you the cards, because I usually do by now. And then I'm going to tell you the signs and the court cards. All right. So we have the Queen of Wands there and the underlying energy. The recent past is the 10 of Orbs. The foundation is the Knight of Cups. It's that big tidal wave and a coffee cup, okay? That's the Knight of Cups upright. The center card is that Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Crystals. It's actually that crystal right in the middle there. The Six of Flames is the challenge card. The other underlying energies up here, where you see the Queen of Cups reversed over there. The crowning card is the Ascension card, or the World. And then we bridge over here to the near future card, which is the Master of Orbs, or the King of Swords. The masculine seeing himself as the Six of Pentacles, or Six of Crystals, which is balanced. It is upright today. And all of the Romance Angel cards you see there. Around the masculine, or how he's seen, is that Queen of Cups upright. The challenge being the Nine of Cups upright, and the numerology cards. And then we come up to the Starseed card, which is the Fool, but the Fool's reversed in this read today. So usually that would be a major download coming down, but it was a little bit different message today, but we'll get to that. Then we have the Moon, which was upright today, the Eight of Flames, or Eight of Wands, which was upright, and then the 10 of Pentacles at the top there, which is the dysfunctional family, because it was reversed today. And then it ends on the Queen of Pentacles. The other sidebar cards are over here for this read, and then these are the 12 cards that came up for all 12 signs. Okay, so the top four are the underlying energies, so the World, the Lovers, the Strength, and the Swords top the fire signs, the earth signs, the air signs, and then the water signs. So it starts at Aries, going across, down to Pisces there at the end. Okay, so I'll get into that. All right, so for the end of this read, I'll put that up a little bit. Okay. So the signs here, we have Virgo reversed today, which is kind of interesting, but this was earlier that I did this, and then the 12 cards came out several hours later. So it's funny because Virgo is reversed here in the read, and then by the 12 cards, it has the Ace of Cups on that spot. So that's a very positive energy with the Lovers at the top. Okay, so that's really good. Virgo reversed, Aquarius upright, Libra upright and reversed, Pisces upright, Cancer upright and reversed, Leo upright and reversed, Taurus reversed, Sagittarius reversed. However, Sag was upright in that underlying energy where I showed you that Queen of Cups. Aries was upright and reversed, Gemini reversed, Capricorn upright and reversed, and Scorpio upright and reversed. So like I always say, upright and reversed means it's either two people under that sign or one person showing both negative and positive aspects. Of the aces, just the Ace of Cups and Pentacles were upright. I'm only going to tell you the upright ones, okay? Of all the kings were upright except the King of Pentacles. He was reversed. Of the queens, the Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups were upright, but that Queen of Cups was reversed in the underlying energy, so that could be the same person or two different people. Of the knights, the Knight of Cups was upright and the Knight of Pentacles was upright, so that's good. So the players were both reversed, so watch out for them. And then the pages, the Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles were upright. Of the 10 cards, they were all reversed except for the 10 of Swords. All right, so that one needs to flip over to be reversed as well, but that's okay. That's the betrayal and endings, feeling the pain again a little bit. You know, it keeps going back and forth to get rid of all the last little bit of pain. It's kind of like when you rev your engine, getting all that crap off the engine. Then the nines, the Nine of Cups was upright and the Nine of Swords upright. The wounded warrior was reversed, as well as the Nine of Pentacles was reversed. All right, so the Sovereign was reversed, but that can just mean powerless, loss of money, but it can also just mean that they don't want to be single anymore. All right, or someone is no longer single because now they're with somebody. But the fives were all upright today, which is a struggle because they're the cards that challenge you. They were all four of them upright. So getting back to the read, I told you about the foundation. Centrally is the new life. There's a new life offer, or it could be an offer of money or a loan, but a big one. It's the Ace of Pentacles. A new life of lies, split, and cutting through the crap. Of weakness, lack of courage, Leo, and ego out of control. It's coming out of those energies into this new life. The disconnect and rejection, shyness, spoiled baby, or the King of Swords and disconnected King of Wands. The King of Wands and King of Swords, rejection, not seeing eye to eye, but they're both upright, okay? The Devil coming up is grieving, so that could just be a Capricorn, which could be why the King of Pentacles is the only one reversed, because he's grieving. The Three of Wands, well, the Lover's card comes, it's not Three of Wands, but the Lover's card came up reversed, but it's in the Tarot of Sexual Magic as a three-way love affair. So that's good, because that means the threesome is now ended. So the masculine grieving the end of whatever it was, whether it's the karmic or him grieving the energies of his divine feminine. The challenge being for the masculine, the Chariot, it's actually the Six of Flames or Six of Wands upright, which is the attention, the leading the way, the journey, all that kind of stuff is the challenge. But that is clarified because of the Chariot reversed. So being stuck in the present situation, the King of Swords separated without a car possibly, or just blocked in chaos, or other people on the warpath, also can be polarized to the light. Okay, so not enough dark, too polarized to the light side, too much excitement. The journey, attention, leading the way, synchronicities of opportunity, an invitation to implement a plan with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Capricorn or a devil who's grieving, a breakup of the Queen of Swords reversed, the King of Pentacles reversed, defenseless to female bull, okay? So this can be the same, this can be, the Queen of Wands can also be the Queen of Pentacles reversed, can be the same person, or it could be two people possibly. Could be someone they work with or a friend. But the Capricorn is coming up as grieving a breakup of the Queen of Swords reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, and defenseless 2 female bull, which would be the third party or the karmic, a fool, lacking faith, disconnected from the Knight of Cups, which is love. So someone who's very disconnected and isn't very affectionate, that type of thing. So now crowning is the world, the ascension, the completion, a more feminine world, synchronicities that radiate in the present moment. The King of Pentacles reversed, ungrounded, or can be coming up as their greedy side, prideful, getting attention to start over in love, but stuck in limbo, dropping their burdens, confessions of healing and of dreams, coming out of isolation, released on a quest for the impossible dream, a quest for the flame after stealing away the happiness and emotional fulfillment of the sealed divine feminine, which was at 153. 1 is the magician, 53 is the catapult. It's the Knight of Swords, which can be very verbally abusive. Unhappy family may have stolen from the divine feminine, and this is the masculine just grieving these things, healing himself. So 153 as we turn the page, grieving no affection and coming full circle with the devil. So whether that's reference to himself or to the karmic or somebody else in a situation, fighting risky behavior and feeling badly for what he's done, missing his flame, the Queen of Swords reversed, silent, while the Queen of Cups may be manipulative, or the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups here can be two different situations. They can be opposites. It's either the Queen of Swords being silent, so not negative, just they're quiet or, not talking to the masculine, while the Queen of Cups could be manipulative, or the Queen of Swords could be reversed and verbally abusive, Gemini and or Cancer there, while the Queen of Cups can be very loving and nurturing, and that coming up as a Virgo and or Pisces energy. The Hermit with the Queen of Swords reversed out of the picture, and Queen of Cups awakened to feet and souls, defenseless to the Sagittarius, Cancer, Bull, drinking, so that could be Taurus energy as well, drinking and or potion making, white kiss of death, feminine bull at workplace attacks. The King of Pentacles reversed, learning not to care anymore what others say or do. The King of Swords with the Queen of Swords reversed, who could be a Cancer or have Cancer, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, spending, always on another opportunity, but they never follow through, that kind of thing. So that could be Taurus energy as well. More work for the masculine to do. So it's like being at work dealing with two different people. One of them could be the karmic, and one's always spending, and the other one may have Cancer, maybe leaving, so the masculine may be stressed out about that as well. Or it could just be a Cancer person who's verbally abusive. Cancer, Taurus, Sagittarius is coming up a lot right here at work, destined to be a fool and fall, frustrated and disconnected from love. So they're just not an affectionate person. They can be very abusive and constant, like whipping the workhorse, always making them do another job, and it's never ending for them, for the divine masculine. So that's when I realized that the Empress was missing, and that could have to do with the mother energy, because that was the coding today. I still don't know where she is. It was 208 at that time, which is the High Priestess and the Strength card. So that could definitely be a Leo and or Pisces energy that's missing here. So maybe the mother went missing, someone with Alzheimer's could have wandered away, or someone may have left because they did something wrong. So they kind of skedaddled so they wouldn't get in trouble or get arrested. Soon comes up the King of Swords at work, church, school, etc., a place of co-creation, stressed to find peace with the High Priestess. Okay, that could be a karmic, the Viking princess, or the High Priestess of the feminine. Impatient without affection, the Dark Knight walking right over the dead to get to the angel High Priestess. The King of Swords in a three-way split, and this could be the three-way situation, but also could be a work situation where they're splitting up from a group. Gemini, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer come up there as energies. The King of Swords could be not just a masculine, but also could be a marriage counselor, a psychiatrist, a lawyer to help with stressful work environment, also a different kind of person, like a work counselor. Also to find peace, someone to help them to find peace with a secret, intuition, or a Pisces, or a secret death or transformation of the masculine, losing their temper without affection, okay? So getting stressed out because they're sexually frustrated. The Scorpio is heartless, the Gemini disconnected without compassion, and Sagittarius is coming out up here as without patience, losing their temper. The King of Wands always sharing with the Page of Wands. So it's like the father, whether the King of Wands is coming up here as a masculine or a father of his, it looks like the King of Wands is coming up as someone very generous. Like they share money and, you know, it's like a Leo kind of energy. And he was definitely coming up for Leo earlier. This Leo King of Wands, who could be a father or a boss, but is coming up as always giving to the kids. But I was getting competition between kids where the Divine Masculine feels like the father's always giving money to the brother and the sister, but not to him, that kind of energy. Or it could be the boss always helping out certain employees, but not the masculine. Or just giving them money, but unfair treatment. Between the King of Swords and the King of Wands could be brothers by the father or co-workers by the boss. The Divine Masculine is sharing with the wrong people. But he's coming up here as the Knight of Pentacles. That's how he's seeing himself. The loyal servant, right? The workhorse. And he's coming up as being surrounded by dark energies, just totally taking advantage of him. And it's explaining those different energies here, which I just told you, but it comes up again. He is helping out all the wrong people. The Knight of Pentacles, loyal servant, offering help to the impatient one, the insecure manipulator, the foolish one, lacking faith, and him. They all see him as falling for their tricks and their ploys. Always, they think he's a sap. The Knight of Pentacles always suckered in to help and give to those not worthy of their time. The Nine of Cups, happy alone, but in pain, betrayal, and end. Arrogant one who likes to cause other people pain, a manipulator who likes to take advantage of others, an impatient temper, getting others to do their work for them in order to keep the peace at work. All right, so it sounds like a very awful group to work with. Okay. Reconciliation, it looks like, you know, the Divine Masculine was always probably the, you know, the peacemaker, always trying to get everyone on the same page, or him eating all the crap to make everybody else happy so they would calm down. So reconciliation comes up, as well as this could be the one, and it is safe for you to love, as well as wedding comes up for the masculine, that this situation involves marriage. Around the Divine Masculine, how he's seen is the Queen of Cups. She is upright here, breaking patterns, not working or overworking, or just completed her alignment. Seeing all angles as the student of energy in the journey, the angels. There's an opportunity or invitation to look at the gold coin, the Christ consciousness, and discover more about themselves. The masculine needs to clear blocks of that Nine of Cups. It is upright. The Wish card, and 29 comes up here as well, staying present, the Three of Wands. But being happy with self doesn't mean arrogance, and it doesn't mean being alone. You don't have to be just like your twin. It's just the spiritual marriage, that you are two sides of the same coin. You don't have to, if you don't align with everything the feminine does for work or whatever it is, every twin situation is different. You guys are each other. So obviously each template of each twin is completely different than the other. You don't have to do exactly the same work. A lot of twins will work together, but some won't. So don't feel just because you are seeing this journey now and you're not sure how it works, that you have to mimic. The whole point of the journey is being your authentic self and not mimicking others. You and your twin, you join in the middle. Watch for overkindness for masculine, especially to the kids. That was a 233, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Wands, standing up for yourself, right? Not allowing others to take advantage of you, and not buying their love. So that goes both ways. You know, they only do it to you if you allow it. Adventure comes up, as well as physical activities, self-discipline for the masculine, and happy ending all came up together there. There may be a false start for some masculines. They fell out of the nest, right? They tried the first time. They may have fallen out of the nest, but they'll try again. In the downturn, the retrogrades, the slow motion pictures, porn was also coming up, and burning the past. So burning their porn. So some could have collections of porn that they're burning, but also burning video collections of all the girls that you slept with, or just the one in your marriage who you have lots of videos with. Falling on face, impatient temper, energies, attacks, big head, bullheaded, falling apart in order to come back together. The third energy, frustration, at night ungrounded, or spending, or greed comes out more at the night and the full moon for the masculines to identify your weak spots. The third party separation and heartbreak, strumming my pain with your fingers and vice versa. The high priest, there's a dark high priestess coming up here, or voodoo lady with keys and ankle bracelets with big feet and black, gray, and white cat, or can be black cats as well, but it's just coming up as something different in this card. Just because it's not a black cat doesn't mean they're not a voodoo lady. So it's just getting the masculine to be more discriminating about people. But this one's coming up with a pink hoodie throw-on dress with a very low cleavage and possibly implants, separated, requiring divine masculine self-discipline as she continues to read from her spell book or walk around naked in front of him. The Knight of Cups is coming and getting clean. The Knight of Cups is coming clean or getting clean, but it's reading as it's supposed to. The Knight of Cups is coming or getting clean. Struggling at night, the full moon, and I was getting the fall moon also, but struggling at night, the full moon, and the karmic, shadowy illumination, defenseless to her nudity, without option, holding tongue, or verbally abusive, and frustrated, trying to get you to lose your temper so you'll take it out on her, or vice versa. So she's trying to get you, tempted into having sex with her again, even though you're broken up. So the Eight of Wands, expressing their feelings, a passionate exchange, no longer caring what others say or think, in dysfunctional family, having it out with family, or explaining to the divine feminine his situation. Divorce, justice, Libra, walking away and within, past the Queen of Swords reversed, not giving affection, holding back passions, powerless to the enemy or himself or the divine feminine's defense, knowing announcements, judgments, and wake-up call are seen by the Queen of Wands or the karmic, or the Queen of Wands keeping tabs to try to control, to continue to try to control the situation. She may very well think she's on top. The wounded warrior surrenders to the King of Cups, leading to the full moon. The third energy is powerful, and the karmic thinks she is. Love, offer, and separation. The Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, share with the Queen of Cups. This could also be where a karmic, like I said, has a girlfriend. All right, so it could be. There's your emergency alert. All right, so that came up right as I was talking about the karmic having a lesbian girlfriend who's married. All right, so there may be some masculines, wives, who are actually now with a girlfriend who may have been their friend already, but now is actually a relationship for them. And actually, male to male relationship came up in this read as well, with the King of Swords and the King of Wands, as well as the male-female connection. Okay, so all three dynamics came up for the masculines today. But it's not only that the divine masculine may be leaving to be with his feminine, but they may have split up because they're both with other people, that the karmic they have a new relationship, or possibly for some it'll be another twin. That's their actual twin. So there's a love offer and separation of the Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, sharing with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups and Divine Masculine share and offer love to the Queen of Wands in a separation. So even though they split up, and the masculine is now with his Divine Feminine, they may be offering love, taking the higher ground and offering love to the Queen of Wands. Or it could be a couple, the karmic trying to not split up, offering a third-party situation to the feminine, okay? So be careful of the tricks that they play. Endings, pain, betrayal, new life. There's a challenge being for the masculine, the attention, the journey, the leading the way. The King of Swords gets wish of completion, full circle, falling head over heels towards the full moon. The Knight of Cups upright expresses passions to dysfunctional family, or that family is losing money, a divorce due to a lover or karmic or him, either one, but it's a female. The Queen of Swords reversed, two kids all reversed and being defensive. Possibly an older child knew already about the twin or the karmic's relationship from announcements, or that kid being judgmental, and the Queen of Wands now on top, who knew the whole time. So she was always on top of the game, right? Because she had to stay in control of that manipulation game. So it might be a kid fessing up that she knew the whole time, and her standing up for herself. She's not reversed. She's feeling very justified in her position. So like I said, it can be female to female, male to male, or male to female. All three situations are coming up here between the Divine Masculine and the karmic. Third parties all over the place. The Queen of Wands, betrayal, hanging out with Sagittarius, Queen of Cups reversed. So again, that's the lesbian relationship. The Knight of Cups with a new life that completes his world, and that could be with his Divine Feminine. Challenge being the attention. Sharing with the King of Swords, trip ups, so someone might be seeing a counselor or an advisor to work on their any addictions or codependencies. And the Queen of Cups upright, he could be saying here, this King of Swords, if it is the masculine, or he could be telling his counselor or psychiatrist, whoever it is, or whoever's helping him, it could just be a friend as well, or a lawyer, how the Queen of Cups upright is his wish or dream come true. The twin at night and the energy exchange, and it's explaining to his dysfunctional family or a family member who is lost, or just, dealing with money issues, but explaining to this family how the family finances have been drained and what happened in his situation. So there's a new life. It completes him, but the challenge being is the attention, leadership, and the actual journey. Could be a proposal here. Father could be helping the Divine Masculine, or is always helping the brother or their kids, but not him. The Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine will be fine on their own. The Divine Masculine may tell family the story of turning back on the Divine Feminine, or turn down affections due to his kids, or because kids or karmic or father may have vandalized the Divine Feminine in some way, or just spoke very negatively of them. Dead birds, voodoo feathers, destruction of property of the Divine Feminine. He may not have believed the things the Divine Feminine had told him prior to this. The Queen of Wands always in his ear and controlling him and the kids. Expressing heated exchange, and it doesn't have to just be the karmic. It can be his mother, it can be his father, like anyone around him, a brother, friend. Expressing in a heated exchange in the aftermath of the dark night, death or transition, dysfunctional family or loss of money and or legacy. The Knight of Cups offers love to the destitute, the injured, the underprivileged, offering new life and or money or loan, or a gold coin, their true selves, their collective consciousness, their Christ consciousness, and support to wash away negative self-talk, spying, negative comments, in order to awaken and give attention to the journey. Expressing feelings of abandonment, rejection, humiliation, betrayal, and injustice, those 5 major wounds, in the aftermath of new life offer. Dark night, negativity, and wounds of the family lineage to awaken and to give love, attention on this journey. Okay, so that was very positive for the masculine. So it's not bad, 42 minutes. So it was just 42, 47, I think, when it came up there. And that's the 7 of Cups, these synchronicities. So the synchronicities have definitely been awakening the masculines. I have to pick up my little clarifiers to clarify that. So let me just do that really quick for you. And then we'll clarify some of those 12 sign cards there. So just give me a second for that. Let me move this out of the way for just a minute. We'll see if the Empress shows up, because usually it's just stuck behind another card, because they stick sometimes. But, and I didn't see her on the floor. Oh, there she is. She was behind the split. She's hiding behind the split, so she may be embarrassed. I love that. It's like, where's Waldo? I don't know if I was right when I brought her up. She shows up. She's hiding behind the split, the separation, because she's embarrassed, because she, she could be a little in her ego, and that can represent anyone, really, So let's see if she comes out in the 12 card read. Did I miss any other cards? I don't think so. I think that's it. Okay. Just let me get over a little bit so I can. Oh, I gotta plug you in again here. All right. So now we have the 12 card read over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it all from here, but so I usually put it on the table. But I'll tell you what the cards are as I go. All right. So we have. Maybe I can pull this down a little bit. So I can see it better. the best I can do right now. But anyway, so the 4 cards at the top there, and this was the bottom of the deck after I put the 12 out. So this is about maybe not getting sleep, but also rising above the situation. And just so you know, in the Justice card's reversed underneath that. So could be an injustice and rising above the situation, right? Taking the high ground. But it also could just be that it's not, a divorce isn't completed yet. But behind that, there is finding peace. So after speaking their truth, okay? That could be for the masculine or the feminine. Let's see. All right, so the headers there. For the fire signs is the World card, which is reversed. So that can represent just still feeling like their world is in disarray, upside down. They haven't received completion of the cycle yet. That's for the fire signs. The earth signs are the Lovers, which is really positive energy. So it doesn't have to be for everyone a sexual thing. It's more about affection. You know, it's like my daughter coming to visit today. And definitely I have this for Virgo. There it is. So this is the Virgo placement, like earth signs and air signs and water. This is fire. So just like my daughter's here, like it's you know, giving affection to my situation and all of the affection that you guys gave me. Just an example for Virgo. So the Lovers can just be about affection and children, but it also can be about divine masculine, divine feminine coming together, or anyone else who has a, you know, great affection for each other, relationship. The air signs are headed by the Strength sign, or the Strength card. I don't know if you can see it up there, so I'll show you. Which is Leo energy, and by the way, the Lover's Gemini, and then the World for me is Pisces. So having strength, but also when you have the Strength card there, that can bring up ego issues to deal with for the air signs. And then for the water signs, we have the 5 of Swords, guys. So that's the war within self that can cause the war without self. I often see that as the invasion at Normandy, right? Because it's the, you know, circling within your head, the never-ending war. And every war without always starts from within. So that's what the water signs are dealing with today. All right, so definitely can be struggling within themselves. And that person is looking at the air signs, the Leo there. So the water signs could be struggling with a Leo or just their own ego. And then we have the Aries, which is 4 of Cups. So let's see what comes up for Aries here, because I'm going to clarify them here. So Aries has the 4 of Cups reversed for me, which is no longer bored, no longer grounding and integrating. Could be starting over in love, right? Not settling in love. So this is what Aries is getting. So that's the same card, but now it's upright. It's reversed there. So both. So they may be going back and forth, grounding and integrating and trying to decide whether they want to accept this offer of love, and then no. Like it says, the masculine going back and forth between, do I stay with my karmic or do I not settle in love and take a chance to start over? So that's Aries energy. Then we have Taurus next to that, and it was really thundering with Aries. So let's see what happens with the others. Taurus is the Temperance card, and these two just flew out. The Knight of Swords and the 8 of Wands, and I'm getting stressed. So Taurus is stressed, which you can tell the energy in here. It's not necessarily negative because neither of them are reversed, but this can be harsh energies. It also can be the Knight in Shining Armor rushing in, right, to have a heated exchange with someone. This is Taurus energies. And since it's the Temperance card, the Temperance card was reversed in the read, but it's upright here. So somebody could lose their patience easily, so it could be back and forth energy. But that's Taurus there. Being a patient angel, and maybe it's the patient angel is the Knight in Shining Armor rushing in for a heated exchange with his lover. Okay, that could be very positive for Taurus. Now, if they have Aries in their chart, though, too, they're vacillating. You know, it's being indecisive, being scared because they're safe with their current situation, but going to their twin is risky for them. Not realizing their twin is them. It's their ideal complement. That was connection. That was a confirmation for you, and said I didn't catch that. All right, so I've got a lot of stress with Taurus here. Then we have Gemini. which is that Seven of Cups that I just brought up, but it's reversed. So it's about letting go of attachments that are no longer for your highest good. It could be seeing, it could be Gemini seeing synchronicities but rejecting them. Could be just getting more realistic instead of no longer wanting to be in the 5D and actually wanting to have a 3 to 4D relationship with their twin. So that could all be energies coming up for Gemini here. All right, and then I have one card flipped out. That's the Emperor reverse. Let's see what else was coming up at the bottom. There we have the Empress there too. So actually these three, and actually the Emperor reverse, the Empress upright, and then the King of Cups are coming up together, but the High Priestess reverse is also coming up. So this could be where the masculine and karmic are actually splitting up and both getting into other relationships, or this could be parents of the Divine Masculine and dealing with the High Priestess reverse, which could be a secret out. It could be someone who's not using their intuition. It also could be a passionate secret, okay? Because this can mean passion as well. This could be the Divine Feminine passion that he has kept secret, or it could be the karmic not using their intuition. But here, either way, the Emperor is not happy about this situation, okay? This is coming up for Gemini. Gemini could also be staying with their parents, okay, and dealing with a difficult situation, but the Empress looks good. Here, that could be a different Empress that was hiding than what was hiding in the read. But she may be hiding if the Emperor is out of control. He may be abusive or drunk person, that kind of thing. So she may been hiding from him because he was drunk. Could be anything else, but she might have been hiding from an abuse situation. It could be a parent, doesn't have to be a twin. Then we have Cancer, which is the Queen of Cups. Very much coming up upright in the read today. Someone with Cancer energy. We have the Tower reversed, and then the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So very much in the aftermath of the disaster or sudden events, could have be disempowered by it, or lost money, or no longer single. That could definitely be for Cancer. And Cancer, but the Cancer has the Five of Swords up there, so be careful about, you know, cutting off your nose to spite your face, right? So the Queen of Wands is contrary to, or the Queen of Cups is contrary to the Five of Swords, because she's very loving and nurturing. And then we have this person adamantly standing in their truth. So don't go to your defensive side. Be your loving, nurturing self, and just allow things to unfold naturally. That's Cancer. I'm stressed here too. So for Taurus and Cancer, so someone might have Taurus and Cancer in their chart, feeling really stressed, even though the positives are actually really, the cards are really good for you there, but you're feeling really stressed out about it. That's why that Five of Swords is there. Then we have Leo, which is the Death card, which was King of Wands earlier. Sagittarius was Knight of Wands earlier, so they're very much in their cards. Leo is coming up as prisoner. I'm just getting prisoner of war, so there may actually be a prisoner of war in the military. This is ending the battle, but still in prison, okay? So the battle is over, so why is Leo still in prison? Or maybe now they weren't in prison before, and because the battle's over, now they're in prison, so they're starting the journey. There's the Death card. The Death is all about the dark night, and it's also about transformation and transition in someone who may have passed. So it may be someone in prison because someone ended their battle with cancer or whatever it is. So there could be multiple different situations with Leo there. These guys, I'm going to put them back in, but they're kind of coming out as well. The King of Swords reversed, and the Five of Pentacles, right? Being left out in the cold, destitute, abandoned. So the masculine may feel that this Leo left him behind, okay? Or masculine may have left them behind, because he could be pissed here. And again, that could come up as brothers or partners, or that the Leo passed. But I'm not getting that, because I'm getting more that the Leo's feeling imprisoned. So someone who passed wouldn't necessarily feel imprisoned, although that's possible. But anyway, there's a dynamic of a Leo and a King of Swords here, and someone feeling left out, okay, or abandoned by the end of the war, the battle. But it's not the war, it's the battle. So it's bringing up for Leo too, because Leo is ego, that there is always death in battle. There are always death, and in the battle, there are always death and prisoners, prisoner of war, okay? that within war, whether it's within yourself or without, there's always death and prisoners involved. So don't go to war. Okay, it's just telling you, don't go to war. That was a great message actually coming through right now. All right, and that's coming through with the Justice too. So again, a lot Libra energy here, major time. All right, so then we have stress again coming up for Virgo. The Ace of Cups. And we have the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords, okay? So it's both sides of them. They're very loving, nurturing self, and then their perfectionist self that's always in negative self-talk. So that's the stress coming up for Virgo. Offering friendship or love, or a pure message of love, but still with nervousness inside, the negative self-talk. But there's definitely an offer of love here. It could be an offer of love to a Leo situation. Could be offer of love to Scorpio as well, or just offering love to help heal that war situation, the war of the ego, okay? And this is coming up again, all right? So it's the war, okay? The deception. And the King of Pentacles is involved there too. But he's up right here. He was reversed in the read. Up, and there's marriage involved, all right? So deception and war within a marriage, but now he's up right here. So let's see what happens. Here's lineage stuff still coming up, right? So this is with dysfunctional family, all the wounds from the childhood. Looking back at the past, and the marriage that he's in now or not in is being reflected and compared to his wounds and why he got there. Okay, so the Page of Wands reversed. That definitely can be masculine energy. All right, so, and this, I'm not even shuffling yet, but the Two of Cups wants to come out, but there's definitely a union here. The Libra energy is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And again, that keeps coming up as no longer single, but it also can be losing their independence, their power, their money, but maybe willingly because they don't want to be single. So let's see what comes up for Libra. Okay, so we have here the Lovers is coming up reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So this can be the stubbornness due to lack of affection. Yeah, let me put that down for a minute. Yeah, definitely. It could be an unwillingness on on a masculine's part for sure. Can be feminine as well. Just because of their own history, their difficult history of no affection. And that's where they got their stubbornness from. They weren't raised with any affection in the relationship, but also could be in a split because it's the Lovers reversed, that the karmics that was spending all their money, or just that they got really drained financially in a split, or because someone's not working, okay, or refusing to work or refusing to move out of a home as well, because the home is right next door here with Scorpio. So, and Libra often has Scorpio energies in their chart. All right, so, okay, so there's the split for you with Leo or ego. Wounded warrior and either tripping up, breaking patterns, okay, and being a good student, learning, having an opportunity, has an opportunity to learn, or an invitation to learn, or just an invitation. Okay, the gold coin, which is positive. So, and that could be two kids too. Since the Page of Pentacles came up with the Knight of Pentacles there, it could be one kid's really stubborn and the other one's a good student, but they're not giving affection to their parent, the Libra, who's the Nine of Pentacles reversed. The Nine of Pentacles can also be a child, spending all the dad's or mom's money, okay? So that's Libra. And the Leo, ego energy at the top of the air signs, I just want to remind you of that. So there could be a Leo involved as the karmic energy, the Queen of Wands, but also could just be whoever the Libra is, their own ego. Then we have Scorpio is the Four of Wands. Scorpio is coming up again, Libra, so there's definitely an attachment here within the same chart or people. Scorpio is coming up as all Libra, but also destiny, and a divorce coming through, or any kind of case settled in a really positive way for Scorpio. But then we also have, it's union. It's Four of Wands. Can be that that the Scorpio got the house in a settlement. It can be that the Scorpio is moving and had positive news about a move or a settlement on a new house, but it also could be union for sure. We also have this coming up for Leo, okay? This could be falling from grace for wrongdoing, but it also could be someone stole their heart and they're falling for them, okay? So some really positive energies there between, that's definitely Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Scorpio energies involved together. Okay, so now we have Sagittarius, the Three of Swords reversed. That's healing. Could also be healing from surgery or a cardiac cath, something like that. Stressed again here on Sagittarius. There we go. Got Sag energies coming out here. That's also connected to Scorpio because we have the Four of Wands, all right? So we have, this could be someone who's sharing the house with the Scorpio Libra, or it could be the same person. We have here is patience with home and or union or marriage. And an imbalance, though, where someone's paying out their debts and settling out. And this has to do with getting clarity on the situation, all right? As they're settling out or paying for a new home or whatever it is, they're being very patient in union. This could be the feminine being patient in union while the masculine settles out in a divorce or a home settlement. You know, gaining clarity in a situation and and needing to gain balance again. So this is Sagittarius here. Healing and forgiving the situation. All right, so wrapping things up and maybe needing any small surgery stuff or doctor's visits they may need to do, right, in healing themselves. Is coming up here, and they're topped by the World reversed, so they haven't quite completed the cycle, so they still have some stuff to clean up from whatever happened. Scorpio was in a battle, but looks like Scorpio definitely is on top of that game. They won the battle for sure. All right, so then we have Capricorn coming up as the wounded warrior and breaking patterns or tripping up. Someone might have messed up and now really on guard about it. Like, I didn't do it. I didn't do anything wrong. What are you talking about? Or it could be breaking patterns and giving up the wounds, but not giving up. Okay, and there's where the Page of Pentacles coming through again, which came through on Libra, I think. Yep. Okay, so that could be connected to Libra for Capricorn, but Capricorn's the Nine of Swords, which is definitely going through purging, suffering, not sleeping at night, headaches, all that kind of stuff is coming up for Capricorn. So they're still going through at least stress. Like the wounded warrior is really stressed out. They only have a little bit of fight left, but allowing themselves to fall, allowing the patterns to break, allowing the masks to come off, the facades to drop, to become the good student, to learning their lesson, and knowing they have to go through the pain, that they can't avoid it. That's Capricorn, which was coming up the devil, you know, in the read today. Then we have Aquarius, which is the Two of Pentacles. And it's topped by the Strength card again, so there's ego involved with the air signs. So we have Aquarius coming up, so this could be Leo person also, because he was coming up with Leo for sure today. The King of Wands reversed also could be someone who's just really tired or pissed, but I wouldn't say pissed unless these are kids who are really happy and he's pissed and drained dealing with happy kids being off the wall, all right? Or this can be them, tired but very happy, that all is exposed, but just exhausted, the wounded warrior energy. So it could be Capricorn, Aquarius. This is Aquarius, could be Aquarius, angry Aquarius that he got exposed, because here, this is upright, so he may be still carrying, you know, dancing and trying to pretend like he's something he's not, or trying to keep up the facade, right? Trying to keep everyone sort of not seeing what he's doing behind the scenes with the ships back here. All right, so he may be angry that the truth came out, and it could have come out through kids or other means, whatever it is. But getting a lot of, it could be just getting a lot of sunshine too, maybe really tired and laying out in the sun after work, or wishing for sun, or just wishing for a sun. Somebody wants a sun. And then we have Pisces, which is the Eight of Cups, you know, so walking away from a situation or going within for Pisces. And there's a lot of Scorpio and Pisces, so there definitely may be a connection for someone who's got Scorpio and Pisces there. So that new home situation, whether it's union or home, or marriage, whatever it is for Scorpio, maybe giving him time to just, take walks and go within, really do some healing work. So this is Pisces. All right, so Pisces is connected to Cancer, who's in their natural. A lot of them are in their natural cards. So Cancer came up as Queen of Cups. The Leo came up as the Death card today, which is Scorpio, but came up as King of Wands earlier. And Sag 2 came up as the Knight of Wands, which is very Sagittarius earlier. So very much in their own energies. Cancer is here. This is for Pisces, though. And this actually represents like me and my daughter, because my daughter's a Pisces and I have Cancer rising. So that can very much be like our energy dynamic. But this is about separation and heartbreak, or just love reign on me, like, mother and daughter conversations. And then this is the Chariot of feeling stuck without a car, which my daughter's stuck without a car. So it's kind of funny that comes up as an example for you. But this also can just be that it's really rainy outside, because I took my daughter to the pool to go visit with some old friends, but then the storm came in, right? So rain kind of rained on her parade. But all is positive. So it doesn't have to be negative when the Three of Swords comes up, okay? It literally can just represent rain, or dancing in the rain, or love rain on me, just kind of having those kind of talks or feelings. But feeling stuck, okay? That can be a block as well. It can be heartbreak. It can be suffering in a breakup, and blocked because of the breakup. But someone's good, right? They're very balanced in their loving, nurturing self, okay? And it may be giving love to yourself, right? Because you're heartbroken. This is Cancer, and this can be Cancer. So it could be Pisces giving love to Cancer, or giving love to themselves. Those very watery energies. Or coming together after separation, like me and my daughter, but no car. Okay? Or just feeling broken. Then we have the Ten of Cups wants to come out too, which this isn't, I don't think this is necessarily negative. This is a completion of a cycle, but it's also complete emotional fulfillment. But you can't maintain this level, right? Because it's very high energy. So reverse is just, this is saying that the cycle is definitely over, or it's just a family who's really unhappy, okay? That's coming up for Pisces as well. So it's like marking the end of a family cycle. Okay? So that's all 12 signs. Let's see what, I'll clarify the top cards as well. I just feel like it's 107. Fire signs have the World reversed. What's that all about? So for the fire signs, it's about third-party situations, gossip over indulgences, wanting to be antisocial, or not partying for a change. Someone may have partied too much last night, maybe getting sick. And this is not able to sleep or rising above this situation. Okay? So the cycle's not quite complete. They're still dealing with all this stuff. And it could actually feel like their world is upside down, that now they may have just started a new cycle of their world all of a sudden turned upside down. So when one set of twins comes into union, it may set off the chain reaction for the others in the relationships to go through their dark night, right? Because we are the way showers for all the other connections. So then we have the earth signs of the lovers. Let's see what that wants to tell us. All right, so we have the Six of Cups reversed, the Eight of Cups reversed, and the Ace of Wands upright. So this is for the earth signs, and the lovers is upright. So it is affection. This could be just the past returning, just like my daughter returned. Sorry, I keep using that as an example, but I'm trying to show you how the cards work. So definitely could be an affection for the past returning, or you returning to the past, even though this may be negative memories of the childhood. You know, sometimes siblings or parents and kids just talk about that stuff. It doesn't have to be a major situation, but it can be about negative past or a negative childhood, negative past life, but it can just be about the past returning. And this is about, instead of pushing away the negative or difficult emotions, working through them and learning to feel into the pain in order to find your inspiration from that. All right, that's coming up with Earth, learning to really feel into the pain, which definitely is something that came up today. Then we have the air signs of the Strength card, the ego, Leo. All right, and this has, for air, we have the splits, the lies, cutting through the crap, right? Pulling the sword from the stone, the devil, which can just be Capricorn, doesn't have to be a devil. It could be a Capricorn saying hi to you after a split. because they walked away from a situation and they're working on themselves now, okay? Or it could be the devil, and the devil's coming back into your life, and are you going to let them stay, or are you going to turn them away, right? They're pulling a fast one on you again, or trying to, and you're turning them away. This is air signs, guys. This is about discernment, especially for the masculine, but the feminine as well. You're going to be tested. Are you letting someone into your life who makes you feel bad? Follow what your body is telling you. All right, these are also coming out for the air signs. Follow your guidance. Announcements, whatever. This is being the wake-up call, right? But it's also announcements and being judged. Okay, but everyone judges. If you make a decision, you're judging. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, coming together at work, church, school, whatever it is, place of co-creation. Somebody's making an announcement. This is air signs. Also could be an announcement for some kind of honoring or celebration, but that's a noble card, so some kind of noble cause. An announcement about it, announcement about a wedding, a birth, a, you know, any kind of religious ceremony, an announcement of a new workplace. Then we have for water signs. Well, that's lovely. 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So be inspired by your family, okay, or your legacy, whatever it is. This card's coming out too because you let go of your ego, okay, so that's really nice. Also could be needing, you know, if you're inspired, could be needing the courage to do what you're inspired to do with the backup of your family. You feel too weak. You always feel like you need your family to do it for you, but this is telling you it's ego death. Yes, that's fine, but also needing the courage to be inspired and know it will come, that you can do it yourself. You don't necessarily need to lean on other people, okay? Well, I guess that's enough for you guys today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, and thank you all for being my friends. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest. Don't worry about if you cry, you cry. It is what it is. Love all parts of yourself. Don't forget that. It's about not ever going into fear. You are what you are. Water, rest, joy. Rise and be loved. Bye, guys.